In this video, we will take a quick look at the items under the report menu. At this time, there are 3 reports that can be generated. We'll look at them one by one. The first is local variable analysis. Choosing this menu item will initially bring up a listing of all of the methods in the ArchiveMethod database. Commonly, you'd be interested in a single database. I'll go ahead and look at the Fox Island Cemetery. Now I have a subselection of 276 methods. I'll go ahead and create a local variable analysis. This dialog window comes up to explain what's going to happen. 276 methods have been chosen. The advice is offered that the file produced will be tab delimited and best reviewed in a spreadsheet. We'll go ahead and find that file. You can read it as a text file, but it's easier to see in Excel. So we'll go ahead and open that in Excel. Lots of possible problems with declarations have been found. None of these are very serious, or the compiler would have found them, but they clutter up the code, and it can be nice to clean them up, particularly if you might use the code from these methods in other projects. We can go ahead here and see the range of problems. There's no serious difficulty with using C integer, but 4D has encouraged using C long integer. Currently, there's no point in using array string rather than the simpler array text. Here's something a little sloppy. A local variable has been declared more than once in a method. Below that are some instances where a local variable was never declared. This file provides an extensive list of all these problems, and if you wanted, you can go back through all these methods and basically clean them up. At the end here is one interesting category. Some local variables were assigned a value, but that value was never subsequently used. Very occasionally this makes sense, but in general it is just cluttering the code. Moving on, let's look at the second report entitled Commands and Methods That Use Them. You are initially presented with an opportunity to select a specific database. We'll go ahead and use the Fox Island Cemetery. A countdown is displayed at the top of the window as the program looks for all of the places that the over 1,000 commands of 4D are used. A dialog window comes up explaining that a file has been created, and we can go look at that. Again, we can see it as a text file, but it's easier to look at it in Excel. Here are all of the commands of 4D that were used anywhere in the Fox Island Cemetery, organized by theme. We can see that this command, get 4D folder, is used in 2 methods. Let's say that you've decided that in general you prefer to use some more modern technique to create files on disk than send packet. Wander down to that command and see all the methods in the Fox Island Cemetery that use send packet. You can decide whether you want to bother refactoring that code. The final report, 4D commands in a single method, just lists all the 4D commands that are used in any given method. Here are all the methods in the ArchiveMethod database. You're instructed to double-click on any method in this listing. You're given an opportunity to look at that method. We'll click on the Export 4D Commands list, and a file is created. We'll go ahead and find that file and open it up to see the commands used in the method organized by theme. Various array commands, various set commands. Thank you for your attention. You might occasionally find these reports are helpful in producing better code.